Hi everyone, welcome back to our channel. Today we're making Risengrød or rice porridge. This is traditionally eaten in Denmark on the 23rd of December, or at least that's how our family does it. And you make a big batch of rice porridge so that you have leftovers to make Christmas Eve dessert the next day, Risengrød. It is a super simple rice porridge and we just top it with cinnamon sugar and butter. Another fun little tradition that we did as kids was we would leave a bowl of rice porridge for our Christmas elf that would live in the attic. And then on the 24th, we would wake up and see that he had eaten the porridge. If you want to learn how to make Risengrød, keep on watching. This is a super easy recipe. You're only gonna need 4 things for the actual porridge, and one of those is water, and the second one is salt. The most important thing is a short grain rice. We get this porridge rice from a Scandinavian store, so it's from Denmark, but you can also use a short grain rice. Think of something that you would use for risotto, for example. Arborio rice works really well. You're gonna need 250 grams of the rice, 250 milliliters of water, just over a liter of milk. In our recipe, we say 1.1 liters. It kind of just depends on the consistency of the porridge. So you could use a little less, you could use a little bit more. And then finally, just a little bit of salt. Oh, and I forgot to mention, we are using whole milk for this. You can also use skim milk or 1 or 2% milk. And if you're looking to make this plant-based, you can use alternative milks. And for the rest of this recipe, we're gonna head on over to the stove. I have this pot on the stove and I'm gonna add in our rice and our water. And turning the stove on medium heat. We're basically just gonna cook this until all of the water has been absorbed by the rice. And you can stir this occasionally just to make sure that nothing is sticking to the bottom. Now that all the water has been absorbed, we're going to start adding our milk. We're just gonna stir and make sure nothing's sticking to the bottom. Now is also the time we're gonna add a little bit of salt. And now we're just gonna bring this to a simmer. Just stir occasionally and make sure nothing is sticking to the bottom. I'm starting to see some movement and some small bubbles forming, especially around the edge. So at this point, I'm going to cover it with a lid and turn down the heat a little bit. I keep it between medium and low. If your stove runs really hot, definitely turn it all the way to low. And now we're just gonna let it cook for 30 minutes, but in those 30 minutes, you wanna make sure to stir frequently because you really don't want anything sticking to the bottom. We're a little over halfway through and we're definitely starting to thicken up, which is great. We're just gonna keep going until we hit 30 minutes. All right, we've reached 30 minutes. I'm gonna turn the stove off. We have the consistency of lava sort of flowing off the spoon. The rice is fully cooked through, so our porridge is done. Now it's time to eat our rice porridge. We always eat our Risengrød with cinnamon sugar, which is really just some granulated sugar mixed together with however much cinnamon you like, and a nice pat of butter in the middle that will melt all over the nice warm porridge. All right, let's try it. Nice and creamy, perfect sweetness from the cinnamon sugar, and the butter just adds that little extra richness. Have I said this enough? This tastes like Christmas. Thank you so much for watching our video. We hope you try out a recipe for Risengrød, and we'll see you for the next video. Bye.